Testing, testing, testing. Can you guys hear me? Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me? All right. If you guys can hear me, well, hope that you guys can hear me exactly. And I'm definitely testing the microphone so you guys can hear me. So let me go ahead and turn off the mic and turn back the mic on. So give me a second. All right. Well, for those who can hear me now exactly, well, hope that you guys can hear me. Anyways, hello, everybody. It is me, the Lord of Zombies. Ha 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 ha. Yep, that's right. The Lord, and I mean the Lord of D.A. Lord of the Zombies. I mean, usually the heavy says that anyway, but whatever. I just want to kind of do something for one time in this live stream now. But anyway, here it is, guys. And here it is, the most interesting reveal of all. So, if you guys feel free to go onto the chat anytime, to feel free to jump onto the chat, then yes, go ahead and jump right on in. And we're going to be talking about season 3. And also, yes, we are definitely going to be talking about season 3 exactly. Once like season 2 does become to be officially over, which even though it's not officially over right now, but we can still talk about the ideas of season 3. That was still relate about Plants vs. Zombies plush seasons that we're still going to be talking about. So, if you guys have any ideas about how we're going to deal with season 3 after season 2 is done, then yes, we'll try to see what you guys have any plans about how we're going to like make the episodes of season 3 happen. So, anyway, that's all I want to let you guys know. Yo, what's up? What's up, buddy? Yo, what's up, Dr. Nightcaster? What's up, Dr. Nightcaster? It's been a while to see you, bro. It's been a while to see you. And thanks for coming right in the live stream, man. Thanks for coming right in. And yeah, so if anybody else wants to join in the live stream, feel free to come right on in because we're going to be talking about season 3 of P vs. Z season plush. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about, and we're going to be making some episode ideas so you guys can like help me out and figure out some episode names that you guys want to name exactly on which episode names would be pretty awesome. So that's all I had to say. Yeah, a long while, and I was considering returning back to making videos too. I know, right? That's what I've been saying as well, man. Since, well, technically things right now with me are a little slow, by the way, of getting things a little bit slow in the progress, but at least it's worth something to kind of get something out, by the way. If I were to actually figure out how this is going to kind of go down a little bit, since of course I might need to use the laptop still, which technically speaking, which I can't probably use the laptop, which sucks, by the way, thanks to the verification thing. Yeah, it really annoyed me. It really actually did annoy me, by the way. Like, seriously, it actually annoyed me when I was in the hotel and I was like, what the frick? Like, are you kidding me, YouTube? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't know why, but just seriously, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I was still wanting to continue making the season happen until season 2 gets officially over, but no, I have to wait for a long bit of a time just for it till it doesn't really bother me that much again. So hopefully I pray to God, by the way, and hopefully I do pray, by the way, to see how everything else stays organized, how the laptop's going to handle it. So hopefully we'll get some good news, by the way, and get season 2 done exactly as long as we'll continue getting more episode ideas for you guys to tell me what kind of episode ideas you guys want, by the way, for season 3 to happen. So that's pretty much my info of the news. And yeah, it's pretty much my info of the news. And speaking about that info of the news, is I was going to kind of let you guys know too, by the way, that pretty much at the end of season 2, well, let's just say that there's going to be something special and planned, by the way, of season 2 actually being officially over, which is not actually being close from being done, by the way. Like, even though that the plants or zombies are going to go after the ancient scrolls, by the way, that were still previous last time in season 2, which was an ongoing season 2 thing. So for those who want to help me with more ideas of season 3, that would be considering amazing. That would be very amazing. and very much good ideas. So if you guys want ideas, then I'll definitely consider saying is I'll approve the ideas by giving the thumbs up by the way. But if somewhere in the middle, then I'd say is like, not sure, but I'll think about it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to kind of say. Anyway, let me go ahead and take a look. It'll take me a bit longer to make a new look update on my main OC before I can launch adventure episodes. Dang, that's something, I guess. That's something. Nice. And also, by the way, Dr. Caster, what would be your OC picture look like exactly that you mentioned? If you did say about like, your OC might be upgraded or even updated, by the way, what would it look like exactly? And what name would it actually be? Something very realistic, if it was something pretty interesting. So just let me know in the chat if you want to, Dr. Nightcaster. So go ahead and take your time. But anyway, as I was going to say exactly, of course, is that I've been thinking about how season two will come to an end exactly once, like, oh, the plants or zombies will officially get the last ancient scroll if one of them grabs the ancient scroll, which, of course, there's going to be like some unknown scroll, by the way, that will still come back into the P vs. Z universe from like, oh, it's going to be known in the modern grass, which is going to probably be the same thing as P vs. Z1, but it's going to be like the same thing like the game in P vs. Z2, but more realistic or something like that. But, I definitely did plan to say how the entire thing's going to continue to come to an end is the same thing from the beginning, but all the way at the end, which means the end will be near that the either plants or zombies will get the final ancient scroll, which means it's either how the plants are going to try to figure a win to beat Dr. Zomboss and Head Zombie again. Pretty much, technically, the zombies, of course. So, I don't know why, but we're going to have to figure out and see what happens in the end, since, of course, either one of the plants have to pretty much overcome and get the ancient scroll first before either Zomboss gets the ancient scroll in his hands. Because if Zomboss grabs it, by the way, it means that he'll actually have a stronger powerful source to kind of beat the plants exactly and over defeat them exactly at the end, which it means that Zomboss will rule the world and pretty much get the brains, which means that he'll win victorious. So, once again, that there are two different alternatives from different sides of the story, that either Zomboss wins the ending or pretty much one of the plants will win the ending. But I guess I'll have to see where this is going to kind of lead. However, with whatever the plants are going to decide, to see what their endings are going to be about or their fates are going to be like. But hopefully, we're going to kind of see a very interesting path anyway by seeing how the end's going to be like. For however, it's either going to be one hell of an interesting road to see how that will turn out. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to see how season two continues to get more episodes out. And considering the fact that I just hope that more episodes of season two does officially happen, because we probably need your guys' help for like helping me to get more episodes out, by the way, and more name ideas. Which I'll be honest with you guys right now that, well, I probably am actually gonna use like another idea at the end after if Zomboss or Head Zombie gets defeated. I pretty much will have another idea for myself to kind of make, and then the ending's going to kind of look pretty dark, but very interesting. It's going to probably be about me exactly as myself as the Lord of the Zombies, appearing in the darkness exactly, and, just do like my own villain arc by just like, getting my own revenge in season three if I probably would have done that. But so far, I think that's going to probably be a spoiler alert for less spoiler alerts away, until that's going to be occurring to happen. But so far, it isn't really going to happen just quite yet, but it probably might be a little sooner than most anyone else would think. So by the time how season two comes to the ultimate finish of the finish line, once they like cross the finish line, it means it's finished, which hopefully we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll go ahead and take a look on the chat. All right, so Dr. Nightcaster said, I'll post it on my posts to show how he would look like upon potential return, and he's the lead OC I had and upgraded throughout my previous defeated at deleted channel. Oh, I see. I see. Gotcha. I see. Well, that makes sense, Dr. Nightcaster. That makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Yeah, so, anyways, that's pretty much why I want to let you guys know about the good news that, once season two does come to an end, then I'm actually excited to see how season two will be coming to a finish as well, since I hope that the zombies do win exactly, but if not exactly, then the old saying for me, I would say, is like, fine, I'll do it myself, which yeah, it means that I might actually became to be in season three, but of course I have to say again that well, it's gonna probably be a bit obvious as I say before too, is that exactly is wondering how season three is going to look like because I mean, for me, I've been thinking about, a little bit more differently about season three than usual, which I think I kind of was careful by saying is like, how about if we get like Garden Warfare in there? How about we get Garden Warfare in there? Like, how about if we get PvZ Garden Warfare in season three? Like, wouldn't that just be a wild coincidence? Which, I mean, it probably would exactly, but of course, it might involve a bit of the zombies that have never been shown around exactly on this point. But I'd say it probably would be a good idea to kind of actually add that mix in a little bit. But considering having a bit of half, with like regular P vs Z action and of course Garden Warfare action, which is going to kind of be like that at least. But, to my intelligence, I would say in a very mad of good time by saying is like when will be the time when most of the characters will continue to fight off the zombies while the zombies fight off the plants from day to day. Well, that by the way depends on however if I get the seasons ready, since I actually am kind of actually being ready to say how awesome it's going to turn out in season 3. Well, in my theory by the way in season 3, I'd say in my theory by the way about season 3 is going to kind of change everything about like the whole segment of P vs Z season plush. Like it's going to be a big, huge change that most likely the plants or zombies will be affected by the change. But even though their voices will stay automatically the same way they've been talking, so yeah, it will stay the same. But so far, the whole thing will just change automatically with one snap. So that's all I want to kind of talk about and say this exactly because the good thing is we're all excited to know how this is going to kind of go down in history by saying how the most interesting seasons I've ever done in the sixth channel I've ever made. Like, seriously, the first season I ever made was gold. The first season, by the way, for those who have remembered season one, man, that was back in 7 West that I actually done that video. Like, basically, the whole thing in season one was good. Like the whole thing in season one was automatically amazing because it showed like a lot of the plants and zombies were actually battling out each other, exactly the whole thing out of it, which was good. So that is why I was inspired of actually making season one pretty better. But season two, on the other hand, well, it had its ups and downs. How season two went a little bit by going up and up a little bit, but until then it went down because I was kind of struggling on a few things to kind of like get angles around a little bit because I was kind of having a bit of strong struggles a little bit just to kind of like get some angling a little bit by actually angling the characters a lot because I was stressing myself a lot a little bit. I just was getting a bit of struggles a little bit to kind of like figure out what I was doing a little bit just to kind of like wonder why that it was having a little bit of issues for me to get with each other episode's confirmed to be like moving along ahead, but yet, by the way, I think we all continued a little bit off at the Wild West exactly, which, yeah, that's pretty much why we definitely did continue the Wild West a little bit, as we did kind of left off to that anyway, which it was pretty insane. And I'll admit, anyways, again, it was actually pretty insane to know the fact that, well, it was pretty wild that most likely the plants and zombies definitely ended up in the Wild West, but I'll still continue with most likely that content continuing a lot more. So, yeah, as I can say about the Wild West, man, it's going to be crazy. Like the Wild West, for an example, yep. Hambone, as known as Cowboy Zombie, is going to be involved, which of course he's going to fight the plants as well, which most likely the encounter, the whole amount of the entire segment of the zombies will still stay the same to fight the plants again as usual, which, yeah, it's going to probably stay the same thing, which is going to be the same dilemma or pretty much likely the whole season's going to be doing. But as long as like the entire likely of season 2 is continuing to keep pushing, then yes, we'll hopefully see how season 2 is going to be active, because I hope I will actually, renew season 2 again, because I hope I will at least try to renew season 2, but that's going to kind of be worth something. So I hope I can try my best and hardest to kind of like, bring season 2 back, by the way, just to bring season 2 right away, exactly, of like, for the greatest things I'll ever say right now for how season 2 is going to be interacted, by the way, is that once I do like renew season 2 again, it means that season 2 is official and it will actually be the change of the better, that it will come back. Eventually, that season 2 will come back. Like, my only things and my guesses, by the way, of how I'm going to be saying this, by the way, is that we have to kind of wait until I finally get back on my laptop again and finally get some access in there and finally be able to get back on season two's content again, and will exactly, and I mean definitely will, continue to have season 2 in a return. So my only way I can say this, by the way, is like we all have to kind of be patient about how my laptop is going to finally give me some access again on YouTube again. And I'm like, thank goodness. Because I mean, originally, that's what I always do with my laptop all the time, is make content on that stuff. I just make content on that. Besides my phone, by the way, because for me, the phone of the question, by the way, it can be a little hard to angle since I know I can't use four hands, because obviously I don't have four hands. I just have two hands, which, as I can say anyway, I've always done better with a laptop to make content anyway. But just wanted to give you guys an FYI a little bit, that once like, oh, the verification nonsense just doesn't bother my channels again, or bothers about the fact about like me signing back in again, which no, I do not want to definitely show my face pretty much exactly when somehow it will say is like, oh, you have to just use like the verification thing. The answer is like, nah, I'm not doing that, man. I'm not actually going to do that. Like, really? I'm not even going to do that because I just wanted to make content. That's all I wanted to do. That's it. So that's pretty much the fact that I will say again that the laptop's going to be a while to actually sign all that in. So yeah, it pretty much is a slow progress for me to kind of get through to do. So that's probably much why it's actually a bit slow. Anyway, the next question of the chat says the image is posted on my channel posts. All right, nice. All right, well, I'll definitely check those out, by the way, Dr. Nightcaster. I'll definitely take a look at it. I'll definitely consider taking a look at your posts, since even though, as I did say on my sixth channel anyway, on like, oh, on the home page where it says that I don't usually make videos too often, yeah, I'll pretty much will take a look at it if I have enough time. If I have enough free time to take a look at your image posts on your channel posts, I'll definitely take a look at it, and I'll actually consider hopping on and taking a look on your community posts, by the way, to see, about what your images will look like in there. So I'll pretty much take a look at it. So there you go. Anyway, so for now exactly, we'll just have to see until season 2 is done. So, in the meantime, I can tell you guys about season 3. So, season 3, yes. So, season 3, by the way, is that there's going to be something very interesting. So, in two different mixes, by the way, one is P versus Z, like the regular fighting, versus pretty much the other side of the half, would definitely pretty much consider P versus Z Garden Warfare. So for those who have definitely played Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, yes, it is going to kind of be like that season in season 3, but it's going to kind of be a very different hit. Like a very constant different hit. Like the plants and zombies will consider going back to fight each other exactly in the same way as the Garden Warfare was. So yeah, it's going to be like the same thing exactly, but a bit realistic. So I'll try to see what I can find any modes from any from that exactly to look from any other ideas to see. Oh, what modes are they like exactly about like Garden Warfare? And also for me, I've actually have to say about this question is that, bro, I have to say it's been a long time since I've never even gone back on Garden Warfare. I was like, Jesus, that's a long time. Like, yeah, it's like a long time that I've ever considered not playing the game, but I'd still say I would love to play the game again and kind of figure out every strategy from the zombies and plants from zombies. That's pretty much what I would love to do again, but unfortunately, it tells me by saying it's like, oh, I have to use like the pass or something, like an Xbox pass to kind of like get on with that. Exactly to say is like, oh, it's gonna be online exactly when like, oh, the Xbox Live thing of the card is gonna kind of be like that. So that is probably why it will tell me to say that anyway, just to kind of do that, which I know it does suck. I wish I would have still done it without the card, but I guess I'll have to figure out anyways to get that card anyways. So it's probably why. Anyways, let me take a look. Live gold cards are going extinct. Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Damn, that's nuts. Yeah, I mean, that is crazy. Yeah, as I said before, it's been a long time since I've not even gone back on my Xbox because due to the fact that, well, most of my gaming consoles aren't hooked up to the TV anyway because, yeah, I know, they've not been hooked up to the TV anyway, which does recommendedly kind of suck. So I don't know why. It does suck, but I did wish again it probably would have actually been hooked up like days ago, but unfortunately for me, I just don't know what's even going to go on right now, but I just hope again that there's going to be a lot of interesting good things a little bit by getting more consoles a bit exactly what I'm actually going to be able to kind of get, for example is like, oh, I have to get like 3 or 4 more consoles to kind of do it, and then that way it might be able to be complete around the whole level of 4 all the way down to 1, which it means that it's pretty much about my consoles. So that's all I have to say, which is pretty insane but pretty crazy. And yeah, good question by the way. Since I really didn't have it, since I had not actually have heard about like the live gold cards of the Xbox cards are going extinct, which I never heard of it before, but I may look into it and exactly figure out that question for myself. But thanks for like telling me the question, and I might look into the answer. So I might look into it. Anywho, yeah, it's pretty insane. It's pretty insane that I have to say it's pretty insane that I have not actually played most of the games for a while since I've actually moved out exactly for a long time. Like seriously, I've moved out for however of god dang days that's ever been exactly since now here I am in Nevada a bit. So that's all I have to say. Which it is a good thing I did have to say goodbye to pretty much Portland anyway. But yeah, it was a good thing. But yeah, I think it was time for me to kind of like get something better a little bit, just to kind of do something better with my time and just want to kind of do something that's worth fun and worthwhile to actually get seasons out quicker, just to get things quick, and quick. Even though I can't probably do that already, but somehow in the forward time, I would probably automatically do that, which I probably would do that exactly if I were wanting to. So it was pretty much a good choice for me to do. And even though I might still come out to visit over there, just in Portland for a reason, even though I just would rather avoid its city since I don't want to kind of like deal with that nonsense out there. But for me, exactly, at least I'd rather be on safe zones a little bit from different safe areas to kind of be at. So that's all I want to kind of talk about here. So there you go. And there's your guys' questions. All right, so let me go ahead and take a look. Live gold cards are pretty much cards to allow you in playing online games like PvZ, GW, G, GW2, and BFN. Exactly. I know, right? Exactly. Which I did wish I got those cards, by the way, but I have to say maybe next time somehow I might be able to go get them in GameStop, which I hope so. For once, by the way, I do again hope so, or maybe even a store, maybe to kind of actually get those, by the way. But again, we'll have to probably see until like my whole consoles get booted up to the TV, by the way, which means they even get rebooted to the TV, by the way, and see how they're going to be tested. Which I did explain that on my main channel, by the way, and talked about that conversation. Which, even though it is kind of upgraded by now, so it is kind of like definitely upgraded. So that's all I can say. It's really like a good thing, but it's actually upgraded first. So that's all I wanted to kind of figure out here. So the next thing I would want to say is that if you guys are enjoying your day so far, well, for me, exactly from how my day is going, my day has been slow a little bit. Nothing too exciting or anything. It's just been kind of a bit slow in the progress or something like that. It's been kind of slow for usual stuff, which for me, by the way, it's a good thing I do have a recording studio, by the way, that I do have an official recording studio, even though it has not actually been finalized in there, which even though it's not been finalized in there, which means like if it's like assets complete, which of course there were like two separate problems about the two windows that weren't listening, by the way. Like, of course, I had to use my hand and just try to like, I was going like pop, bop. Like, I had to like close that middle of the window and no, it didn't crack. I was just trying to like push it so it wouldn't actually, be too stupid a little bit to kind of not like let the sun get in here exactly because, it probably would actually not be a good sign if the sun actually was, going to be showing a bit of too much sunlight to my plushies, by the way, which if that were happening, by the way, I would have personally freaked out. I would have literally freaked out if that happened, but so far it didn't happen, which I definitely did, got out there on time and definitely stopped it before that happened. So, yeah, I pretty much definitely did, and it was a pretty good job I did, so that's all I have to say. And of course, on the left side of the window, by the way, dude, the left side of the window, man, is like at the bottom of the blind. Like, it was actually not working for some reason. I was like, damn. I was not really totally expecting that was not the case, but man, sometimes, like I said, it's going to be replaceable, which I hope it could be replaceable, but I don't know how it will be replaceable, but who knows? Like, who knows this day? Like, who really knows what can happen anyway? But as long as we'll see what happens, we'll just see what happens with the windows. But, the windows were fine, but so far, two problems were involved anyway. That one of those windows weren't actually listening, not to close or open, since I know it probably wouldn't listen. So, I tried it about a couple times, but a couple times actually worked a little bit by a few charm works, so that's probably what I did. And yeah, he was pretty insane. He was like literally insane, but at least I did a good job trying to actually protect my plushies so that way that my plushies would still be good, exactly in good condition because I mean, trust me, I've been good with the characters for the longest time ever since I was alive exactly, since I've actually took care of those characters for a long time, which I actually did that by the way, and still to this day, right now in the present, I actually still do. So that's pretty much that I would have to just say for exactly. So anyway, so that's all I want to kind of talk to you guys about is a few of the good news of information, good news about season 3 and about season 2 coming to closer of an end, by the way, of knowing how season 2 will come to an end, but unfortunately, yeah, season 2 is not quite over before it actually gets to be official, but if it ever was official right now, it would be done. And speaking of done, by the way, is that did you guys know, by the way, that I was about to officially make another announcement, by the way, in this live stream? Is guess what? That I'm about to like officially say is this question. That the plants and zombies, and if you guys are hearing this, by the way, by listening by the ears, by the way, is listen to this. The good news is that I'm about to officially get the plants and zombies going to be doing gaming videos. Yep, that's right. I'm going to get them to do gaming videos, which I know, as I said before, pretty ironic and pretty interesting, by the way, right? Pretty interesting. Like, I know, as I said again, that the Plants and Zombies, again, will definitely try their first time to do gaming videos for a while in a long time, which, yeah, it's been quite of a time since they've never actually done gaming videos before, which even though way last live stream, way back a little bit, as I did mention about gaming, by the way. Yeah, it's gonna happen pretty officially soon, if that ever were to be the case. But gaming videos is gonna be a yes. That Plants and Zombies together are gonna be doing gaming videos for the first time ever in this P vs. Z channel for a long time, known as Devin-Foxy's P vs. Z channel. So, if you guys like that idea, by the way, of liking this idea about the Plants and Zombies doing gaming videos for the first time, then yeah, gaming videos are going to be absolutely cinema. And they're going to be good and they're going to be amazing. The only games that the characters will definitely play will actually be is this. The games they will play is the Wii console, the Wii U console, Xbox console, PS4, and PC, known as the laptop, exactly at the computer. So, yeah, those are like the only ones that they're going to play, by the way. And yeah, so that was all the good news I can tell you guys about the consoles. That yes, the Plants and Zombies will be allowed to definitely be playing is the Wii consoles, the Wii U consoles, and of course the Xbox consoles, PS4 consoles, and of course my officially laptop that they get to be definitely be playing, which is pretty crazy, which is very insane. So if you guys want to see that, by the way, until season 2 does get done, then there's your guys' official news that the Plants and Zombies will get to do their gaming for the first time ever in history for a long time. Anyways, let me go ahead and take a look in the next chat. Gotta go, but it was nice to catch up with you, buddy. All right. Well, thanks, by the way, Dr. Nightcaster. Caster, by the way. Thanks very much, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it, by the way, man. Totally appreciate it. And also, where are you going to be going to, man? Where are you actually going to be going to? If I actually was being honest, by the way. And yeah, it was actually a good time to see you too, by the way, Dr. Nightcaster. It was like a very good time, by the way. Very good time seeing you, man. And even though I was expecting more people to be in the live stream, which I did wish that there were more people in here, but I guess, well, some people were kind of busy, or some others were doing whatever they're doing about, like, oh, femi related stuff or something like that. Who knows? But the main question is that I do wish that more people were actually going to join in. But anyways, I actually did want to say is thank you, Dr. Nightcaster, for definitely, definitely considering, definitely being in the live stream. I definitely appreciate it, by the way. I definitely totally appreciate it. And yeah, absolutely. And also, by the way, you definitely will get a shout out, by the way, Dr. Nightcaster, by the way, for the first time I'll give you as a shout out, by the way, recommendedly in this live stream. So shout out to you, by the way, totally shout out. Anyway, let me go ahead and read the next chat. So, gotta go shopping with my dad, but tell Dr. Zomboss and Head Zombie my regards for old time's sake. Well, I will definitely remind them, by the way. I'll definitely be sure to remind Dr. Zomboss and Head Zombie about the old time's sake, a little bit about that. I'll definitely tell them about that. As long as I'll go ahead and tell them, then yes, I'll definitely tell them that myself. And yeah, I'll definitely tell them. And also, here's an interesting fact, by the way, is that, hey, Dr. Nightcaster, did you know that the Plants actually likes the Miami Dolphins, by the way? That Dr. Sunrustine and P sure likes the Dolphins. If you actually haven't seen those, by the way, then yeah, I think those ones were probably like last year a little bit before, like, oh, the whole Super Bowl thing was going down. The whole thing was going on. So, yeah, I think I have to say that the Plants do like the Miami Dolphins. And oh, yes, I actually do want to tell you, by the way, is that did you know that Dr. Zomboss and Head Zombie likes the Chicago Bears? It probably wouldn't be called Chicago Bears anymore. It probably would be called Indiana Bears. Like Indiana Bears, pretty much exactly. But who knows? Like, yeah, pretty much I'd say that it is pretty true that Dr. Zomboss and Head Zombie do like the Bears, which that's pretty much what I can tell you, by the way. But it is pretty funny to kind of notice about that anyway, so LOL. Anyways, go ahead and have some fun shopping with your dad. Exactly. Go ahead and shop with. Go ahead and good luck shopping with your dad. Exactly. So I will say is take care of yourself, man, and yeah, definitely take care of yourself. By the way. And is there going to be another live stream coming up? Well, I'm not too sure how the another live stream is going to go down, but for me, I might be sure to kind of say that, yeah, there probably might be another live stream or something like that, or regardlessly be another video sometime, but I guess we'll have to kind of see what happens otherwise and other way that will be. But for now, I guess I have to say my own word for it is like, guess we'll have to wait for until we see what the day is like, and we'll see how the day is going to go. But anyways, that being said, I will see you later, Dr. Nightcaster. Really appreciate it, by the way, for coming in the live stream. Totally appreciate it, man. Absolutely appreciate it. All right. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy this live stream, and I hope that you guys enjoy this video as I did, and I hope that you guys definitely consider enjoying this otherwise. So this being said, I am yours truly, the Lord of the Zombies speaking. Yeah, that's right, the Lord of the Zombies. So that being said, hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and also while you guys are at it too in the comments, and yeah, tell me in the comments, by the way, is I'll let you guys know is this, by the way, is please tell me in the comments to just tell me is this question is, what is your guys' episode ideas for season 3, pretty much about season 3 and a bit of half of season 2. If you guys can definitely help me out as a creator, then let me know in the comments so that way I'll be able to write them down and I'll be able to kind of like write the episodes down before season 2 does come to an end, by the way. And then, yeah, season 3 will become a new, and of course, gaming videos for the first time ever that the Plants and Zombies will recommend playing gaming videos together. That's right, officially happening, like officially already, that the Plants and Zombies will in fact play gaming videos for the first time ever in a long, long distance of a long time. So if you want to see that happen, then let's see how this is going to go. And please tell me again in the comments that we need it to happen and see how this is going to go. But for now, guys, I will say is this. I will see you guys absolutely in the next video. Take care now. Have a good day. And see you guys absolutely in the next video. Signing right on out of here. Goodbye and see you guys absolutely in the next video. Signing right off and signing right out as always. And go and subscribe to my channel, by the way, my 6th channel and all my other channels, including my main channel. Subscribe. That would be good. So anyways, see you guys next time. Bye-bye, everyone. And bye-bye for now. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Let me try to end the live stream, folks. Let me try to end the live stream since I know I'm going to try to end the live stream. So give me a sec. Hold on. Oh, come on. I said hold on a minute.